Yes, I played this one completely like a weekend warrior because I was just having so much fun in the kamikaze. I've got so many krakens in the last couple of weeks, it's ridiculous, and I should really stop playing it, put it down, and play another ship. Um, but yeah, what can you do? When it's the weekend, you play like a weekend warrior. And I played so terribly in this game at the start that I actually told myself off for it, which you might think is a little bit unusual. But you know me, I normally play for the team and I play for the win. And on this occasion, I thought I'm going to get myself forward and I'm just going to go straight down and I'm going to try and torpedo as much as I can. And then I thought the middle of the map is wide open, so why don't I go for the cap? Well, there's a reason we're not going to go for the cap, because there's an aircraft carrier in the game, and we all know that weekend warriors in destroyers like to go charging straight after the aircraft carrier, don't they? Yes, because that's what we do, and that's exactly what I'm going to do here. We're going to zip straight through the middle of the map. We're going to spam some torpedoes out there. We're going to play on the edge of detectability using our amazing concealment and the immense power of the kamikaze to go chasing through the middle of the map, because nobody can stop us, really, can there? There's one destroyer on each team. I'm ours. I don't know where red team's destroyer is, but he's certainly not in the middle of the map. We go a ship down, and there is the lovely aircraft carrier. Those guys are out of range now. Red team have pushed forward. There is nothing at all left to defend their carrier. And this might be one of those players who's thinking, hey, I'm awesome, I can fly aeroplanes endlessly. But it isn't going to be endlessly, because his game is going to end a little bit too early for him to have some fun. Now, I know it only takes 4 torpedoes to sink the carrier, but we get a slightly better angle on, just in case we do miss, and then we put the other two out there playing on the limit of detectability. The other two look good, and we just wait. Yep, there we go, that's a dev strike. Let's get turned around and let's get back up the map, because we've lost 2 ships now. Is it my fault for not spotting, or is it everybody else's fault for just clustering up at one end of the map and running away and giving broadsides like weekend warriors do? Well, I'm going to do the team thing now, and I'm going to pull back to the cap and work on giving ourselves a little bit of an advantage, because there's not much in it in points, really, is there? There's like 2 points in it, because red team have 2 caps and we have 1, but we're going to sort that problem out now. Red team's destroyer is still floating around, and what I will say is we're going to save him until the end of the game, and we're going to get into a lovely little scrap in the kamikaze, and it was a lot of fun, and I made a mistake that nearly cost me my ship, but in the end we come up smelling of roses. A little bit of false bravado for nearly screwing the pooch. But there's their DD in there, along with the Karlsruhe. We've got the cap, and I'm thinking, oh my god, it's a Farragut, it's a gunboat. If he comes after me now, I'm up Ship Creek without a paddle. That's ship SHIP, not the word that you all thought you heard I said. But here we go. Let's close down this Karlsruhe. He wants to use the islands and a bit of cover. He doesn't want to stick his face out too much, because there's 2 battleships up there on the left-hand side near our home cap. But here we go. We're getting in range for torpedoes. He's still in reverse. We've got just enough range there to account for him reversing and changing direction. There's the Farragut again, and I'm thinking, am I going to get a double strike here? Am I going to be lucky? No, we killed the cruiser, but we missed the destroyer. That's a shame, because that would have been a lovely double strike had it happened, but it would have meant that we didn't have the fun at the end of the game. So we got a couple of battleships here at the back. We're maintaining a bit of a status quo, but given that we've got 2 caps now, we've managed to pull a lead. So we're a bit selfish at the start, played like a weekend warrior, went charging after an aircraft carrier, but now we're playing the team game and we're going to play for the win here. So we let those torpedoes run on that guy. He's slowed down so that he can bow tank on the corner. but he isn't slowing down quick enough, and he is going to eat some torpedoes, and that is him out of the game for kill number 3. So 2 ships left in the game, and we already know that this is a Kraken game, but there's still a destroyer floating around out here, and the last time I saw him, he was pretty much full health, and that's not something that I want to be running up against. So I'm thinking, do I push, try and get into this cap, or do I get this Nevada spotted and let our battleships take this guy out, or do I just play it safe and stay in open water and keep moving away? Well, I don't want to give the game away, and I certainly don't want to run the risk of our battleships getting torpedoed themselves, and so we're going to have to play for it. But there we go, the Nevada is spotted by the battleship coming out the top of the map, and my decision to go into the cap has changed. There's the Farragut. Sorry, no, it's not the Farragut, it's a spotter plane. But here we go, torpedoes on the Nevada, they're running. He takes a chunk off one of our battleships, and I'm telling these guys to get back. There's the smoke screen, there's the Farragut, there's another dev strike on the Nevada. So now it is 3v1, and the risk here is that I die, but we'll slow it down to normal speed. We know he's in his smoke screen, and if he's like me, he'd be going backwards and forwards a little bit, not shooting from exactly the same spot in the smoke screen every time, but he can't see anything to shoot at now, and I'm thinking, I've just fired my torpedoes, but the chances are he's gonna come out of that and go after these battleships. But does he know that I'm here? Because I'm not located, which means he's not running Twist and Track or Perceptive. We did have a little bit of banter after this game, and he enjoyed the closing stages of this match as much as I did. But there we go, the torpedoes are through the smoke. Did they run out? Did they connect? I don't know, but we're coming up on reload, and I'm thinking, do I hope that these 2 battleships behind us know that I'm going to run in and detect them and shoot at them? But no, they're going in the opposite direction, and one of them is face first into an island. So we're going to get ourselves into a bit of a gunfight with a Farragut, which is probably the last thing that I want to be doing, given that he beats me on reload, he beats me on HE damage as well, I think. Blind fire in the smoke. Now, I've dropped my smoke, my torpedoes are reloaded, but you know me, I'm not a dope in a smoke. I'm slowly creeping forward, expecting him to dump all of his torps through my smoke screen, and then I'm going to get the heck out of dodge. I could have waited a little bit longer here. He would have been a little bit further away, but we get on the guns. We're going to put our torpedoes out here in the hope that we might get lucky. His engine was out, he's damage controlled, so anything now, such as a fire, is going to tick this guy out. I'm going to have to damage control that one. The battleship gives him a bit of a tickle as well as my HE, and I run face first into an island myself. So a bit of blueberry play. Like I said, it is true Weekend Warrior style here, face first into an island, but we get the salvo of guns over, the battleship misses, but a torpedo catches him, and we end up with the Kraken. Just under 87,000 damage, the couple of dev strikes and the Kraken. Not a huge, massive base XP score, but we didn't play for tons of damage. We didn't even play for the Kraken, to be honest. It just all happened to come about. So that was just a mad few minutes of weekend gameplay. I hope you've enjoyed that one. So don't forget, smash the like button, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. And if you're feeling generous, you can even leave a donation. Everything is very much appreciated. Until next time, take care of yourselves and goodbye.